Hi everyone. Today I would like to talk about ratios and proportions. So we'll get into fractional type things here. So let's suppose that we have a playing card. Now a playing card has dimensions. It has length and it has width. Let's say that the width of this playing card here is 2.25 inches and the length is 3.5 inches. Now, let's say we were interested in setting up a fraction where we have the width over the length. So, in that case, we would have 2.25 inches over 3.5 inches. Whenever you have a situation like this, you're talking about a ratio. Now, let's take a look at what a proportion is. Let's suppose that our friend Newton goes on a little drive. And as he is driving, he calculates that he's getting 24 miles per gallon. So we could set up a ratio of miles to gallons there. But let's say that he wants to know how much is he getting if he has 2 gallons of gas. But he doesn't know how many miles he'll travel in that case. Here's the situation where you can set up a proportion. We could set to 24 over 1 and the x over the 2 gallons. Whenever you have two ratios that are equal, you have set up like this, you have a proportion. So we have 24 over 1 equals x over 2. Now cross multiply, that's multiplying diagonally across, so 1 times x and 24 times 2, and you get 48 miles. Next problem here, let's try that cross multiplying. 3 times x and then 2 times the 30, and we get 3x equals 60. Divide the 3 into the 60 and we'll get x equals 20. This problem here, a little more complicated. Cross multiply, 4 times the 2 minus x and 16 times x. Now on the left hand side you can apply the distributive property, multiply 3 by 4, and that will give you 8 minus 4x, and then on the other side 16x. Now let's take and add a 4x to both sides so we can get that negative 4x on the left hand side, get rid of it. And we get 8 equals 20x, divide through by 20, and you eventually get 2/5 as your answer. This problem here, continue cross multiplying, and so we go 2 times 10 and x plus 1 times 5. Right hand side, apply the distributive property, and so we get 20 equals 5x plus 5. Now let's take and subtract 5 from both sides. Get rid of that 5 on the right hand side. So we get 15 equals 5x, and x is going to eventually be here 3 as your answer. Here, cross multiply, 8 times the x plus 1 and 4 times the x minus 2. So on both sides of this problem you're going to have to do the distributive property, work that all out, and you're left with this here. Now let's subtract a 4x from both sides, get rid of the 4x on the left hand side. And then now let's subtract 8 from both sides, get rid of the 8 on the right hand side, and so you get negative 16 equals 4x. Divide the 4 into the negative 16 and you'll get a negative 4. In our last problem here, we're going to have our friend Bernoulli here come down and he has a sack of birdseed. You see, he bought a sack of birdseed. He got 2 pounds at $3. And he was wondering to himself, how much would 15 pounds cost? Well, this is a perfect proportion problem here. What we could do is we could think of pounds over dollars. And so we could set up a proportion of 2 pounds over $3 and 15 pounds over X number of dollars. And then let's do our cross multiplying there, the 3 times the 15 and the 2 times the X. And then we can work that down, divide 2 into 45, and X would equal $22.50. Thank you.